If you're still looking for your perfect partner, there are 2 steps you need to take. 1, set a clear intention. 2, surrender. So let's talk about the first step, setting a clear intention. You can do that once you've done the inner work so that you can receive your perfect match. And no pun intended here, perfect matches can show up on dating apps. It's rare, but it happens. It's definitely a possibility. So, clarity. You are very clear about the type of relationship that you want to attract. And I assume that most of you are looking for a partner that is going to be with you for the rest of your life. You're looking for a husband, maybe, for deep connection. So you need to be very specific and clear in your heart about the type of relationship that you desire, because not everybody who is going to bring to life the butterflies in your stomach is going to be necessarily long-term relationship material. To give you an example, in my past, I wanted a relationship. I kind of thought about marriage, but I wasn't very clear about it. So um, I just decided that I want a guy who is creative, who is an artist, a musician, ideally. And this is what I attracted into my life. And he came really, really quickly. And we had this amazing chemistry in the beginning. It was beautiful. And I was literally swept off my feet, and I ignored all the red flags. The man was in no position to start a family. He still had a lot of deep work to do and a lot of things from his past to process. But I was blind to those things because I was so in love with him. And I also didn't realize in the very beginning that there was no room for a healthy relationship, partly because I still had stuff to process, partly because he wasn't capable of having a healthy relationship. And when I talk about healthy relationship, I mean the type of relationship where the partners support one another, where they flow together through life, where they have compassion and understanding and acceptance for one another, where they share similar values, where they can communicate easily and freely and be vulnerable, where where they are listened, and where they are simply being loved for who they are. So you don't have to pretend to be somebody else in a healthy relationship. So once you get clear about the type of relationship you want, you also need to be clear about the type of man you want to attract in your life. And a thing to consider is healthy. So you want a man who is healthy mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. So that is important. You also want to attract a man who is available, right? What's the point in attracting a man who is in a relationship or a man who is married, right? So you want to make sure you put that on your list, like healthy, available, and also someone who is calling in the same type of relationship you are calling in. So you want to attract a man who is ready to commit to a woman. Let's say if you want to marry someone who wants marriage. If you want to have children, you want to call in a man who is open and willing to have children. Otherwise, this is not going to work. So you set this intention to attract this particular man for this kind of relationship, and then step number 2, you surrender. You let this go. You give it to the universe, knowing that it is coming. So you're not going to obsess over it. You're not going to think about it all the time. And you're not going to get upset if it's not showing up the next day. In the meantime, you use your imagination to picture how this relationship will feel like, will look like. So imagine all the wonderful things that you're going to do together, all the wonderful experiences, how your home will be look like, stuff like that. And also you keep working on yourself, keep being happy with yourself, keep doing things that bring you joy, and take good care of yourself. And enjoy your life knowing that he's on his way and that your life is shining so brightly that he will see it and he will come. You don't have to chase him, and you don't have to chase love. So if you'd like, just leave your thoughts in a comment, and once you implement this process, also I'd love to hear from you and let me know how it works. And always remember, love is your superpower.